Hello there, very good morning and welcome to The Brief with me, Joel Outsgoon. Here's a look at the trending stories for today. Tear gas and water cannons fired against protesting university students once again. Right to Information Bill debated in Parliament. The Varsity Auditor General's report on public debt has since deployed. Vimal Veeravansa questions. Tear gas was fired at a group of university students protesting last evening. The protest march commenced from the Jawaharlal University this evening against the private medical college in Malabar. The protesters also cited several other demands. The protesters marched along the high-level road and made their way to Kolpiti along the Gaul Road. Tear gas was fired with the protesters as they attempted to break through the barricades and march forward. The Right to Information Bill was taken up for debate in Parliament yesterday. No government will be able to conceal information in the future. This gives not only the select committees but also the general public the right to obtain information. I believe that 4,000 officers have been identified so far to implement this.
Chandra Jayaratne has addressed a letter to the Central Bank on the 19th of April seeking information on central bank bond issuances from about 4 or 5 months back. Before this bill has even been adopted, the Secretary of the Monetary Board and the Deputy Governor of the Central Bank, on the basis of a bill that was only in draft form, refused to provide this information. If you are attempting to cover up such incidents through these sections of the bill, I do not think that is what the people are hoping for.
Past leaders have questioned why you need an act in order to obtain information. Leaders of that era acted in a manner where they said, if you want to know about anything, then ask me. I wish to know that this is a major victory for the people that has been won through the Maitri Ranil government. This is for the general public, and I'm happy that we are able to introduce this bill on the birthday of our late President Ranasinghe Premadasa, and that we will be able to adopt it the day after.
I have problems with certain sections. I take issue with the fact that as per Section 38, institutions under the Public Service Commission have been exempted. I can see that this presents an obstacle to securing such information. Therefore, I wish to say that these matters require amendments.
We saw what happened when media organizations and journalists volunteered to submit information. Journalists like Sanath Balasuriya and Poddala Jayantha had to flee their motherland and go abroad as refugees. We saw what happened to Eknaligoda. We saw how Lasantha Wickramatunge was murdered on the street. We know how the Sirasa Media Network was bombed. To date, this company has not received insurance payments amounting to 300 million. As a country that has come through such an era, as a country that is progressing with technology, the Right to Information Bill is a necessity.
The National Freedom Front notes that there is an ulterior motive behind the criticism levels at the Auditor General for revealing details about public debt. Chief Opposition Whip Anura Kumara Dissanayake questioned in Parliament yesterday how the borrowing limit of the government was raised to Rs 3,349 billion in a backdrop where the Auditor General has revealed that the approved debt for last year stood at 1,780 billion rupees. Responding to the question, the Prime Minister and the Minister of Finance criticized the actions of the Auditor General. Following the government responses, MP Anura Kumara proposed that the Auditor General be summoned before the Parliamentary Finance Committee.
You witnessed a good drama in Parliament yesterday. Even I raised the same question that was raised by Anura Dissanayake in Parliament yesterday. The Finance Minister did not respond to my query. Loans have been obtained exceeding the amount that was approved by Parliament for the year 2015. The Finance Minister in reply to this says that he will provide an answer the following day. What does he tell the next day? He betrays the Auditor General. It is said that there is an overstatement because the sum was calculated erroneously. The Prime Minister also scolded the Auditor General. After listening to all this, what is Dil Kumara saying? He is saying that the Auditor General and the staff be questioned before the committee headed by Sumandiran. This is what both of them wanted. Why is the Auditor General being intimidated? What is the reason? The investigation pertaining to the Governor of the Central Bank and the bond scandal is being carried out by the Auditor General's department. The report is to be produced before COPE in a few days. If the true report is submitted, Arjun Mahendran and his best friend Ranil Wickremesinghe will be exposed.
ඒක ඇත්ත වාර්තාව දුන්නොත් රෙදි ගැලවෙනවා අර්ජුන මහේන්ද්‍රන්ගේ ගජමිතුරා රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහගේ.
So before this report is produced, the Auditor General needs to be intimidated. For that to happen, he needs to be brought before a parliamentary committee. For that, the background must be created. For the background to be created, Dil Kumara needs to raise the questions and the suggestions need to be made for the Auditor General and his staff to be questioned.
Well, that's a wrap of the brief for today. Thank you very much for stopping by. This is Joel Outscoon reminding you to stay briefed.